Cheezy Chick Evollove here to talk about cheesy flick Isle of the Snake People. Get it at cheesyflix.com, cheesy with a Z. The film was released in 1971 under its original Spanish title, La Viviente Muerte, which translates into Cult of the Dead. Over the years, the film was released as that name, as well as a couple others. It was the second to last film that Boris Karloff, dear old Frankenstein, appeared in, and it was released post-mortem. He died in 1969, and the film was released in 1971. As the voiceover in the beginning of the film tells us, there are explorers who travel around the world in search of remote islands where they can find beautiful women to turn into zombies, to mind control them, and release their primitive natures. Well, I didn't know that this practice was quite that widespread. Doesn't want to make me take a cruise anytime soon. Well, Annabelle in the story and Captain LeBeche arrive on the island about the same time, and they both have hopes of eradicating evil on the island. Now, Annabelle thinks that in order to do this, she should get rid of all the alcohol. That's not true. Well, Captain LeBeche knows that there's an evil king called Dambala, and he's the voodoo controller of the island. And LeBeche also wants to get rid of some of those zombie girls who are walking around at night. Well, Karloff plays Annabelle's uncle, Carlos von Mulder. And von Mulder has been doing experiments as well, and he owns most of the island. And he's been doing experiments in telekinesis. Now, later on, it's revealed that von Mulder is also heavily involved in voodoo. And I like how this movie lumps that stuff together. Moving things with the mind, the dark arts. That's not science, that's black magic. Well, there's only about 3 people on this island who aren't evil. And that's where they run into a bit of trouble there. And there's a lot of the voodoo drum rituals and belly dancing girls, and think like Betty Page dancing on the beach in her Tarzan outfit, sort of like that. The lady's quite a rockabilly snake charmer. And the other thing about this movie was, I guess in order to make it quite scary at the time, it was, it has all horror themes bunched together. You see a skeleton, there's voodoo, there's human sacrifice, cannibalism, snakes. There's even a midget with a little head on a stick. And they even threw in a black cat for good measure. There's also a little bit of necrophilia in the movie, human-zombie relations, a little bit of lesbian innuendos, and there's also bestiality. Those ladies got a little bit too friendly with the snakes. Now, there's nothing better than female zombies, and as one fellow in the movie put it, they don't talk back. And it also says this movie, it's a craptacular film. And if you want to check out this flick or others, go to cheesyflix.com.